Candy Shop.
Hi, this is Little Jazz and you're watching Candy Shop TV. Today we're here with the lovely Eva Vivacia. She's
Hello.
Brought us and been kind enough to bring us into her house.
Not just house, bedroom.
Into the bedroom, actually. Nice and personal. So for those who don't actually know a lot about burlesque, could you just tell us what exactly burlesque is?
Burlesque is raging at the moment. It's an art form that's been around for a very long time. It is the art of the tease. So burlesque originated from the Italian word burlesco, which is to parody. Parody to the extreme, or a form of entertainment that can have everything from adult humour, partial nudity, political gain. Nothing is safe in burlesque and nothing is too large.
Okay.
Great fun.
And so what was it exactly about burlesque that first drew you into that scene?
Well, I had been a performer for quite some time. I grew up around thespian folks and street performers and fire performers, and my father was a street performer and actor.
So I was interested to know if there were other people in your family as well that were... Did you have any brothers or sisters that were into the art scene?
My little sister is a singer, but she's not a burlesque performer. Not yet.
Okay.
She'd do a great job if she
But
did.
you might bring her over to that.
Her choice is her own choice, but I do think she'd be fantastic at it if she were to come to the dark side of performance, if it were.
And so you were saying it's all about the tease, and so you started off. What sort of art form did you start in before burlesque?
Before burlesque, I was a belly dancer for 2 years and a Latin dancer casually for approximately 2 years. So I've always had dance in my life, and I've always been attracted to sparkle and glamorous things. So finding one particular art form that includes glamour and storytelling and furs, be it fake and shiny shoes, and where you can captivate your audience and take them to somewhere else for a little while.
And have you found any challenges since you've been in burlesque? Was there anything that was sort of a bit difficult for you to get your head around when you first started off?
Well, there is a slight misconception or misunderstanding as to what burlesque is and what burlesque isn't. Because it is the art of the tease and it does involve clothing removal, if you go to a modern day strip club, what burlesque does is very different to what they do in a modern day strip club. However, for those that haven't been to either, can't really tell the difference and therefore pigeonhole you. I try to do my best to educate folks. Jump on YouTube. There's so many different fantastic informative displays of what burlesque is and what it can be.
It could be a little bit dangerous though if people start YouTubing. Never know what they might find out on there.
This is true.
Okay, so when I first met you, we were at the Sweet Arts event, which was an event that Candy Shop TV put on. At the time, you mentioned that you're about to do some work in a film. Can you tell us a bit about that?
This is true, this is true. I was lucky enough to be invited to choreograph a burlesque scene in an upcoming Australian-made horror film.
Oh, wow.
It's part human, part stop animation, and it has been designed for the American market first, but once it's done all of the festivals in America, it will come to Australia, and we will have a screening here before it gets banned. It will get banned.
Oh dear, it could be a bit controversial.
Very controversial, but that's what art should be about.
That's right. You've got a prop here that you got from the
I do indeed. This was one of the microphones that was used. Of course, a prop. It doesn't actually project anything, but I'm not allowed to say too much due to a confidentiality agreement, but it will be a contentious war-based film set in modern times. However, a very significant player is still alive today, and we get to watch his demise into insanity.
So so we might have to keep an eye out for that in, say, the next couple of months?
Possibly, like I say, it'll go to America first, but as soon as it's in Australia, I guarantee you I will be promoting it to the moon and stars and back.
Okay. So I've noticed with burlesque that some of the stage performers have some really interesting names. What's been probably the most interesting name that you've come across so far with performers that you've worked with?
Well, unfortunately not someone that I've worked with yet, but I do like the name anaphylaxis.
Oh, okay.
Generally the double entendres run rampant in burlesque. There's a lot of kitty references, kitty litter.
I was going to say, I thought there was a kitty litter that somebody had told me about. So
that's exactly right. But a burlesque name can be anything. Mine personally came from using a real name within my family, and then selecting one of my most favourite characters from a Robin Hobb book.
Okay. And what book was that?
It was The Live Ship Traders. So the ship Vivacia is one of the fastest, most sturdy, most fastest, ambitious ships of them all. It is a fantasy novel, mind you. So the ships are carved from magical wood in a magical forest, and as the ships are built, they take on the characters of whoever it is that builds them. So the Vivacia is the fastest, most sturdy, most loyal, most desired ship of them all. However, if she's mistreated, she'll capsize her
everyone,
crew,
won't she? Yeah.
and get a new set. And I thought that was fitting.
So just to finish off, can you maybe divulge any information for your fans on upcoming events or anything maybe that they can keep an eye out for?
This is true, yes, I can certainly do that. I was hoping after my holiday to have a little bit of a break, but there's no rest for the wicked, and I have agreed to do many things on the horizon. You can generally find me each Friday night at Lima's Lounge, which is a Brazilian barbecue restaurant.
Okay.
Pent Up Glamour puts on a burlesque show every Friday night. Keep an eye on my Facebook. I always create a duplicate of the events that I'm a part of, but link back to the original event page for all of the details. So
excellent.
It's just a matter of if folks are wondering where I am and how they can
check out the Facebook page.
See what I'm doing.
Excellent.
Facebook.com/Eva Vivacia. I'm the only Eva in Australia.
Excellent. All right, well, thanks for chatting today, Eva.
You're welcome.
This is Little Jazz, and you've been watching Candy Shop TV.
Candy Shop. Candy Shop. Candy Shop. Candy Shop TV. Candy Shop. Candy Shop. Candy Shop. Candy Shop TV. Candy Shop TV.
Yeah, nice. That's good. Yeah.